Alexander III of Macedon, better known as Alexander the Great, is one of the most influential figures in world history. In less than 13 years, he built the largest empire the ancient world had ever known, stretching from Greece to India. This is the story of Alexander the Great, the invincible conqueror. Alexander was born in 356 BC in Pella, the capital of Macedonia. His father was King Philip II, a skilled general who transformed Macedonia from a small kingdom into a major military power in Greece. His mother, Olympias, was known for her religious beliefs, ambition, and a firm belief that Alexander was destined for greatness. From childhood, Alexander grew up believing that he was no ordinary child. Alexander's education was entrusted to Aristotle, the greatest Greek philosopher. It was here that Alexander studied philosophy, science, politics, and literature. He greatly admired the story of Achilles in Homer's Iliad, even carrying a copy of it into battle. Achilles became his model for life: nobility, courage, and immortality through history. In 336 BC, King Philip II was mysteriously assassinated. Alexander, only 20 years old, ascended the throne. Many doubted his abilities. Greek cities began to revolt, expecting Macedonia to weaken. But Alexander acted swiftly and brutally. He crushed the rebellion in Thebes and razed the city to the ground, serving as a warning to anyone who opposed him. With Greece under his control, Alexander continued his father's grand plan to invade the Persian Empire, the world's greatest power at the time. In 334 BC, Alexander crossed the Hellespont Strait into Asia Minor with an army of approximately 40,000 men. This marked the beginning of his epic conquests. The first major battle took place at the Granicus River. Alexander led a direct attack on the Persian army and emerged victorious, proving that he was not just a young king, but a true battlefield commander. Victory after victory followed. At the Battle of Issus in 333 BC, Alexander faced the Persian king Darius III. Despite being outnumbered, Alexander's tactics and courage forced Darius to flee the battlefield. This was a pivotal moment that demonstrated that the Persians could be defeated. Alexander then conquered the Levant, including the notoriously impregnable city of Tyre. The siege of Tyre lasted 7 months and demonstrated Alexander's tenacity. After his victory, he marched on Egypt. There, Alexander was welcomed as a liberator from Persian rule. He was crowned pharaoh and founded the city of Alexandria, which would become a center of learning in the ancient world. It was also in Egypt that Alexander visited the Oracle of Siwa. After this visit, he became even more convinced that he was the son of Zeus. This belief reinforced his image as a demigod, both to his troops and the people he conquered. The conquest continued into the heart of Persia. In 331 BC, the Battle of Gaugamela became a major turning point. It was here that Alexander decisively defeated Darius III. Afterward, major Persian cities like Babylon, Susa, and Persepolis fell to him. Persepolis was even burned, a symbolic act that historians often debate whether it was revenge for the Persian invasion of Greece or simply an emotional decision. With the fall of Persia, Alexander technically became the ruler of the world's largest empire. However, Alexander did not stop. He continued to march east, conquering Central Asia and reaching India. Along the way, the greatest challenge came from his own troops. They were tired, far from home, and felt their goal had been achieved. The final major battle took place at the Hydaspes River against King Porus. Although victorious, Alexander realized that his army could not continue further east. With a heavy heart, he decided to turn back. In the final years of his life, Alexander began to change. He became increasingly authoritarian, suspicious, and began adopting Persian culture, including his style of dress and court ceremonies. This unsettled many Macedonian generals. Nevertheless, his vision was to unite East and West into one great culture. In 323 BC in Babylon, Alexander fell suddenly ill. After a few days, he died at the age of 32. The cause of his death remains a mystery, whether it was disease, poison, or extreme exhaustion. After his death, Alexander's empire collapsed rapidly. There was no strong heir. His generals, known as the Diadochi, fought among themselves and divided the empire. However, Alexander's legacy was never lost. He spread Greek culture throughout the territories he conquered, creating the Hellenistic world. Greek cities, language, art, and thought survived for centuries after his death. Alexander the Great was not just a conqueror. He is a symbol of limitless human ambition. In his short life, he changed the course of world history. To this day, his name is still remembered as one of the greatest leaders ever. That's the story of Alexander the Great, the greatest conqueror of all time. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss other interesting history.